This is kind of interesting. So this is CBS Sports. Ran Carthon, who was the former Titans GM, Ryan Wilson, one of their national analysts, did a redraft of the past draft, 2025 draft. They had the Browns. This is a pick they had the Browns making it 5th overall.
It's either going to be Kelvin Banks, who was balled out for the Saints, or it's going to be Ted McMillan. And the question becomes, who is more valuable in the long term? Because this year is a wash. Let's be real. I think I got to – oh, man. This wide receiver group is not good. I'm going to go – I'm going to take Ted. I should take Kelvin, but I'm going to take Ted McMillan because they got to help these – whoever the quarterback is, man. It just ain't working when Harold Fannon's leading the team in receiving yards. And that's no slight on him. He's just a tight end.
And here is the rest of that first round. So 3 of the Browns' picks were first-round picks in the redraft. Mason Graham went 8th to the Panthers. Panthers took Ted McMillan in the regular draft. Carson Schlesinger, who the Browns took first in the second round, went 19 overall to the Buccaneers. And the Chiefs took Quinshon Judkins, who the Browns took later in the second round. So, again, McMillan would have made a lot of sense. I'd be curious to see if he helped because the offensive line would still be struggling. But comes back to the Browns have, after, 14 weeks, 3 guys that would be first-round picks if you were picking today.
Yeah, no, I think it speaks to the idea that they actually, other than the way they handled the quarterback situation, which was the news and the hot takes, happening there the entire weekend, they had a good draft class, right? You talk about Graham being a solid player. Schlesinger has been outstanding this season. Judkins has been good. And I think even the other 2 picks, right? Harold Fannin Jr. at tight end looks like a gem that you got there in the 3rd round. And then Dylan Sampson also has shown you some good things that he can be a rotational piece in the backfield. So, as it seems to usually be there in Cleveland, is that they got a lot right aside from the quarterback situation. And as far as the new strategy that they had of either Tedero McMillan or Kelvin Banks or maybe even an Armand Membu who's playing well with the Jets now, I think you go into this coming draft with the same mentality. Offensive line and wide receiver need to be the 2 areas of improvement, possibly before you even take a quarterback.
Yeah, again, it depends on how high you're drafting and how high you value the quarterback. You can't take a quarterback if you don't think he's going to be a starter for 10 years just because you need one. It doesn't work that way.
No, correct. I mean, you got to look into guys like, Jordan Tyson, maybe the wide receiver from Arizona State, or a Makai Lemon from USC. Or if you're looking on the offensive line, Spencer Fano from Utah, I think would be a really good fit in Kevin Stefanski's system. Francis Mauanoa from Miami, the right tackle. They have a lot of needs. And you're right. You don't want to force a franchise quarterback or a guy you think is a franchise quarterback if he's got other players above the board and you're not 100% confident that quarterback is going to be your guy. And there's also still the Deshaun Watson situation. It's kind of odd that his practice window is open now, but maybe they stall with him for another year and just try to ride out the contract anyway.